I just witnessed an accident, and my guess is I think it's a hit and run. I don't know. No, everybody stayed here. I gotta go check on injuries.
Metro Prevention 85, you can cancel 848, this is false.
Rescue 848, cancel, discontinue, rescue 848.
Overdose 673 Nagel. And check 13305, our victim.
In the 4-6 Buster block of the leader, location updated.
1368 North Herbert Avenue, across the City Terrace Drive.
Metro from Rescue 846, can we get an ETA for PD?
For 6, stand back. Engine Scala 124, traffic was ALS, northbound 5 at Match Mountain Parkway. Stage funeral. Rescue 846, PDS 5 minutes ETA. Squad 20, leading ALS 11517 Laurel Avenue, so B Avenue. Engine Rescue 55, Paul 4416, Vertigo Road.
I was just about to go live too, and right before I went live, I heard the accident, and then I saw it, and it's 2 vehicles involved. One is right there. I think everyone's okay, and I'm gonna go check on the other one right now.
Engine 182, Squad 183, assault ALS, Main Street at 2nd Street.
That car left, but what this does is this gives us a chance to try out our new toy. So actually it's an old toy, but I brought it in the car today. So I'll be back in a second. Ooh. All right, so we're back, and here we go. Is the white vehicle yours?
Huh?
Are you the white vehicle?
Yeah.
You are the white vehicle? Okay, so you didn't leave the scene. Awesome. Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay.
You're all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So where's the lady? Are you still on the phone with CHP?
No, they're on
Okay,
the way.
it's not a hit and run. Obviously,
Oh,
this
okay.
is the white vehicle,
That's what I did tell him.
and he's
That's
okay.
what I thought, yeah.
All right, so let's go. So I'll give you guys a good look at the accident. It's not that big of a deal, but it was a somebody ran the red light. Not exactly sure who yet. CHP should be here soon. Let me get out of the street. No, the car that you hit is right over there. The white car is right over there. It's in front of my car. He says he's the driver, but he's saying he didn't run the light. That's what he's saying. That's your white car, right? You were just in the accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he was involved in the accident. He was, but he's.
You had it on video?
No, I didn't have it on video. I was at the corner. I heard it, and then I came over here. I didn't see anything. I only heard it. I saw it. It did look like you have the light, and the reason I say you had the light because after I heard the crash, I saw two cars continue on that way. So it's very possible he ran the light, but he doesn't believe he did. But everybody's okay, so that's all that matters right now.
Yes.
So let CHP come here and figure it out.
Yeah. I know my fault, okay?
So there's a third car involved, right?
No, I don't think so. When I was there, it was the two. I seen.
But which way were you going?
Huh?
Which way were you going?
He was going that way.
Yeah. I'm going that way.
You were going that way?
Yeah.
I was going that way too.
Hey.
And somebody was going that way.
Hey, I know.
Because he has damage on the driver's side door, which would put him going,
My car is.
which his car is going this way.
Tell you, my car.
You going that way?
No, I'm going that way.
Yeah, I was going that way too.
So you guys were going the same way together. So he's right. He didn't run the light.
Somebody going that way.
It was somebody going that way. So it is a hit and run. Yeah. I think it was because if the light was green this way, I saw two cars going that way. One was a black vehicle. So
I remember seeing a white car, but I don't know if that car hit you, and that's when I hit
No,
you.
my car is that way.
yeah, his impact is on the driver's side door. So if you guys are if you
I was going that way.
yeah, so if he was going this way,
Yeah.
were you going this way?
No, that way.
All right, see, so it doesn't make sense that you hit his car unless he's lying about which way he was going.
Right.
My car is.
Did you see when it got hit?
After it got hit, I saw two black vehicles going that way at a high rate of speed. One of them was a Dodge Challenger, a black Dodge Challenger, and I don't know what the other one was, but as soon as I heard the crash, they were gone in a hurry. That way.
See, when I was there, I seen the white one. I seen her car literally move. I seen the white one spin and turn and go that way.
So it's very well that he could have been going this way, and he just doesn't know it.
Very well, and doesn't realize, because you know how when
Yeah.
in the moment you're spun around, so you don't know what direction.
You're off that.
Yeah, so I was sitting on that ledge up there.
Whoa, don't go anywhere. Hey, stay here. No, you have to stay here. You were driving the car. You stay here. Hey, he's trying to leave.
I know.
Go tell him. Go tell him that he's trying to leave. This should be interesting. All right, well, that was interesting. It's not a story. It's not a news story, even though it's going to be a DUI related. It's not really a hit and run. He didn't really run. He just tried to. It looks like he was lying about which way he was going. You can tell he was drunk from the fact that as soon as he got to his car and CHP got him, he like put his hands up. So I'm gonna walk away from that situation for a minute, come over here, record the damage on his car. Actually, I'm not gonna record the damage on his car because you can't really see it in the dark. So let's see here. I might stay. I just don't want to get in the way of their investigation kind of thing. And I'm missing real stories, guys. Like, this isn't a story. This was fun because we got to play with an old toy, which is cool. And uh-oh. Let's see what's up here. I don't want to... Come here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Can't really see it. Oh, he has a jacket right here. He was cold. Let's bring him his jacket. You guys were talking about how CHP needs to put out flares. They're doing it now. I hope he didn't have anything in his jacket that he shouldn't be getting arrested with. That would that'd be kind of rude of me, huh? The good news is it was all caught on live, so it's not like he can say I put it in there. The match game. The front of that, the side of that, the matches. If they really wanted to, how real are these things? Just for, minor accidents. I mean, when it comes down to it, considering what happens in our world, this is a very, very minor accident. Well, more units showed up. think what they're gonna try to do is push the car out of here. Yeah, this should be fun. Watch this, guys. So when you get into an accident, if your car wasn't hurt enough, watch this.
That guy.
You think this is crazy? You should see what LAPD does, or not LAPD, sorry, what the New York Police Department does. Right? It's the police department. No, the fire department. It's the fire department that brings the vehicles back over. Right, Adam? Yeah, I think it's, forget exactly what it is, but it's the... That's actually a very polite. They're doing it very politely. There we go, thank you. NYPD ESU unit. So it's the police department. The police department will turn your vehicle back over if it's on its feet. Wait, if it's on its roof, it'll turn its vehicle back over to be on its feet. When I first saw that not too long ago, I was like, what the hell? That is not what they do out here. That would be sweet to see. They have tow trucks do it. If there's a vehicle that is on its side or on its roof, a tow truck will put it back on its feet. Not in New York. Alright, so let's go see if this guy gets arrested and go find a real story. This was fun for you guys. It's a good streaming story. Ooh, get using toys. Ooh. Oh, sometimes they don't always work. This is a good streaming story, but it's definitely not a news story. Says I can walk. 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 Yeah, it is a cool gimbal. I actually bought it for my wedding. When I did Facebook Live wedding. Which you guys, I'll put the link up at some point if I remember. Or somebody can probably find the link and put it up. But yeah, I've had this for a minute. I can't believe it took me 7 weeks to figure out to put it in my car for this. I do not have it figured out in my car yet, and I don't have it figured out on the camera yet. But I told you I don't want to invest any money into streaming with this phone. So I'm not gonna buy any setups for this phone. Once I get the new phone, I'll probably buy some setups. I'll buy some cool gimbals and such for the camera and the dash mount and things like that. But for right now, we are doing this and just sitting in the neighborhood. Got some people peeking over. Boop. Alright, so when are they gonna start giving this guy his test? So for those of you just joining us or wondering what's going on, right before I went live, I witnessed a traffic collision. Well, I didn't really witness it. I heard it and I looked up, and I had everything ready to go live. If I was going live and sitting there, we probably would have kind of caught the end of it, but the beginning of the stream, it'll show me go up to the scene. Nobody's injured. The driver took a minute before he came walking over to the scene. Once he walked over to the scene, he hung out until the police got here. When the police got here, he kind of left, but didn't really leave, but kind of left. And when CHP walked up to him, he kind of put his hands up in the air. I don't know if that explains anything to you. So we're gonna possibly watch a DUI test right now is my guess. And this isn't news. It's stream. Call it LOUDLABS. And no, that light wasn't for me. That light was, he was grabbing the attention of that guy. It's not that important to get the footage to the desks at, what time is it? Midnight, 1 a.m. on a Saturday or Sunday morning, I guess, however you look at it. I see where you're going. That's the future possibly, but I have some guys out right now that are stringing. So with the guys out stringing, I can be streaming, and if I catch a stringing story while I'm streaming, then I do. But for right now, it looks like we're streaming. Is Streamlabs a real thing? No, Streamlabs isn't a real thing. I just made it up right now as we were talking. It might have been in my head for the past few days. I don't like just sitting here, it's cold. Oh, here comes the tow trucks. Well, they're already here, but you can see them now over there. Right now, CHP's going through that dude's car. As of right now, he's not in any trouble. Isn't this fun? I like my new toy. I don't have to hold things. The new toy didn't come like this. I've added some things to it to make it where I can do it, and I can also turn it where it'll slowly but surely, you don't know it, but it will turn like a time-lapse turn. So if I just sit here long enough, I need a haircut, huh? Nope, not anytime soon. So this is turning, watch, it'll turn the scene if I do this. Hold on, where's the ding? There's the ding. So if I end it there, ends there, and starts there, it'll slowly turn. And maybe it'll, uh-oh, here comes the DUI test, guys. Here we go. Or what they call a field sobriety test. And the last thing we want to do is be involved and be close. We'll stay right where we are. But I'm not going to touch the gimbal, but it'll slowly turn. By the time he's in handcuffs, he'll probably be in the center of the screen or the right side. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. Now this isn't stringer footage unless it was a major holiday. Then I can put that in with some holiday crash packages. But because it's just a regular weekend day, this isn't stringing footage, but it's great streamer footage, or what the kids call content these days. So yeah, I'm missing stories, but I'm investing in my future right now. This video can make 2 cents today and maybe 5 cents tomorrow. Oh no.
Oh, that's on your phone?
Yeah, it's not a news story, so I figured I'd stream it. You guys are going live right now. That's kind of a dangerous spot to be doing a DUI test, don't you think? Oh, I think it's because the officer was short and they needed to be eye level. That's kind of funny. He's also cold. Standing out here is cold. That's why I went and got his jacket. But like I said, I hope there's nothing in his jacket that's going to get him in more trouble. No, the officer came up to me and he's like, "Oh, you're using your phone," because he didn't realize exactly what I was doing. And then I told him that it's not news. I don't have my camera, so I figured I'd stream her. Yeah, I hear you, Randy. That is possibly very true. And I think they already did that. But no, you're right. But you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to all of a sudden. He's like, that's not mine. I didn't put that in there. I don't want to be responsible for any of that. Randy, I have a dash cam in my car. I wasn't moving, I was staged. I only run my dash cam when I'm staged if I just get there and I forget to turn it off. And it would have been too far. I was a good, let's see, there's the accident. I'd call that 200 yards. I'd say that's about a 4-iron. Nah, maybe my 3 hybrid. So yeah, it's about a 200 yard. Maybe 220 from where I was. You wouldn't have been able to see it with my dash cam. And if I was live, you guys might have not have seen it. You would have heard it possibly, but can't win them all. Hey Scott, what happened to A Shot in the Dark? A Shot in the Dark is a movie from the 70s, I think. If you're talking about my show, nothing happened to it quite yet. Zoom in, Tiger, thanks. Oh man, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't need to zoom in, they're gonna walk to us. I can give you a little better of an angle though. Depending on how drunk he was or is, he's had a little bit of time to sober up, considering when the crash was till right now, and they haven't even given him the breathalyzer yet. J. Cole, I like all camera toys, and I haven't played with this thing pretty much since I got married. So yeah, it's fun to play with it. Yeah, but the safety of the officers outweighs the safety of one person who could have a seizure. The crash wasn't that big at all. No injuries. I didn't witness the crash, but my ears did. And then I looked up and saw a car sitting in the middle of the intersection and 2 cars leaving. Those 2 cars I don't think were involved. Right, Panzer Pat? I agree. I'd fail it either way. My suspension's all messed up. I got 2 bum ankles, a bum leg, 2 bum knees. And when I say bum, I just mean they hurt. I mean, I've had some major damage to some of them, but most of it just hurts. See, and this is something you wouldn't see on the news. They're not gonna play this out in live real time. So I'm just sitting here freezing right now watching this dude go to jail. Just like, but you guys are doing the same, but you're not cold. Did I miss something? All you number ones? It's nice of them to put the light down for us. Well, my legs aren't broke anymore. But yeah, no, my suspension's all messed up. Gas station probably do have cameras, whether they face the intersection or not. Don't know. It looks like the intersection actually has cameras, but I don't know if they pull the cameras for an investigation that they pretty much have determined the cause already of. Sometimes you need to pull that stuff to see what happened, but it looks like you have two sober people talking to one possible drunk person and a couple other witnesses, and I think it's pretty well figured out what happened. Backwards alphabet. They don't really make you do that, do they? There's no way I could do that. I would just say no. First thing I would do is say, give me a breathalyzer. Let's see if I pass that. There's no reason to do all that other stuff. Just go straight to the breathalyzer. Whether you're drunk or not, you're going to jail, or you're not going to jail. If you're drunk, take it and go to jail. If you're not drunk, be like, give me that breathalyzer just so I can show you that my balance sucks at nothing. Well, not necessarily a myth. It's also in the movies. I mean, that's how I know CPR. That was a joke. I don't know CPR, but anything I do know, I learned in the movies. Absolutely, J. Cole. That's how I learned how to be a cameraman. Yeah, combination of TVs and movies and videos. Yeah. Leave my phone alone. I know things get a little blurry. You could be watching nothing. You could be watching this. I have no idea what's making it look fuzzy, except for the fact that, well, it's a freaking phone. The fact that our phones do what they do with the cameras is amazing. Oh, here comes the breathalyzer. Here it comes. I love how, I'm not bagging or ragging on you guys in general. I'm just saying I love how people complain about technology. Like it's just not fast enough or it's just not clear enough. Do you realize what we were doing 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Oh my gosh. You used to have all these things separate. Like a phone, a pager, your camera, your digital camera. All these things were separate. Now they're all in one thing in your pocket. That's as best as I can zoom in with this stupid phone. Oh, now my toy is very sensitive. Can I go more? Oh, look at that. Check us out. Like I was saying, couldn't do this 10 years ago. No, sir, it's not a vape pen. What I don't like is, what the cool thing is with my new gimbal, but I don't have it right now, is I rigged it up where I can connect the power source to the gimbal to keep my phone going, and I don't have that right now, so my phone is not being charged, which means it hasn't been charged since I got out of the car with the gimbal, which means our live stream tonight definitely won't be a 4-hour one. How far are we now? We're into an hour, so. LAX, did you get that fatal around 9:30? I don't know if it was at Costa Mesa or Santa Ana. And I haven't done a hit check, so I don't know if you got any hits on the Garden Grove thing. I know Channel 2 reported it, but they did it on their website with just words, no pictures. You notice how they are surrounding him? They're about to take him into custody. And that's why he's being surrounded the way he is. I've seen enough movies to know that, because I'm not tactically trained. Did he just try to fist bump him? Did he just try to fist bump the officer? What'll be crazy is when he gets out of jail, and if somehow he finds this footage. I think my gimbal's had it. Yeah, she's about to die, so let's make our way back to the car. We don't need to see this guy go into his we don't need to see him go into the police car. So there we go. Confirmed DUI. Oh, no lights on. Another busted one. Look at that. That just happened right in front of us. He made him stop because he didn't have his lights on, and he's gonna. That dude just got pulled over right now. He didn't have his lights on, so they stopped him, and now they're going to question him. He was driving, and the CHP officer literally stood in front of him as he was making the turn and made a traffic stop on foot. So they're going to check just to make sure it's a mistake or if the guy's driving drunk. He's fine. What happened was, it was a new car. To him, it was a new car. So he didn't realize what he had done. But either way, he's not in trouble. And we need to go back. These guys are checking him out right now. I don't want to get in their way. No, he didn't get a ticket. So I don't want to get this guy away. So I'm gonna go over here and make sure I can see. We're gonna jump down, use our suspension, and all right, so let's try to leave again. I'm gonna turn this off and watch what happens. Burp. Bye, guys. Actually, hold on. Bye again. Tonight's feed. Yeah, hi. Tonight's feed won't be that long due to the fact of my phone's only at 32%. It was at 100% when I got out of the car. So that's how fast live kills my car, or my car. That's how fast live kills my phone. But I don't like you guys anyways. You get in the way of my job. So here we are, we're back. How's everything? Do I need to mess with stuff? That's as much as it can do. Why don't you have a charger? I do have a charger, but my phone was on a gimbal floating around outside of a power source. And now I just put it back on the charger. We'll see what happens. Don't you worry about me and my technology. Plug it in. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate the heads up on that. Alrighty, so now. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Santa Clarita, it's stage 64 Adam, advising code 4 on Sugar Pine, Brandy, 459 Ongle. No evidence of crime at low, code 4 Sugar
Whoa,
Pine.
yeah, quit.
Union Queen Boy.
Closed. 214.
This is 22 Squad 39 Medical Rescue, Wilton Boulevard, Goodrich Boulevard.
Copy 20 Sam is requesting 1 unit code red mail down unconscious Olympic East of Goodrich.
The internet is a good place to buy a scanner. eBay, Scanner Masters, any of those places. Vehicle versus fire hydrant. Man, too far from that. And it was a while ago. I like fire hydrant calls. They're fun. Where am I going? Where do you want to go, Scott? Where should we go? Whoa. Oh, that's what that was. Alright. There's some fireworks going on. Fireworks going on. Let me over. Let me over. Let me over. Hey, thanks. All right, where do I want to go work? Red 5 back in the vehicle. Let's see where people are.
Copy. David Johnson, station on top of that.
2506 on Olympic, random band down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Copy.
Loud Labs in San Bernardino. I don't know if we are physically right now, but we cover that area. Do I have a PA system? No. My first car did. My first car was stupid. My first stringer car was stupid. It was a, oh, this guy's going fast. Oh, that's because he's a CHP officer. My first car is 25. Blue, Crown Victoria. Came from a security guard who had illegal stuff in there. Like a PA and a siren. And I never took it out or disconnected it. And yeah, I shouldn't have drove that car with that stuff in there at all. Let's go find a story. Tell me a story. A lovely story. So I can get a story and have another story. Yo. I need a story just like the story and the story before any of the stories. To the gentleman that just texted me, absolutely, yes. Yeah. I will do that. The PA is illegal when it's in the car that I had and you had 25-year-old Scott in it. It was definitely illegal. The air horns are questionable. It's weird because there's what is it, an electronic air horn and then a different kind of air horn, and one of them is legal and the other is not, which is stupid. But I hated having that in my car. That's stupid. Ugh. Just get to the story and shoot the story. Who cares about all the bells and whistles that come with the job? Most people do. That's who. Most people care about the bells and whistles that come with the job instead of just doing the job.
Clear 147, squad 41, chest lead 11423. Bruce, crossroads back up.
Thank you.
Squad 161, chest lead 12714 South Menlo Avenue, Unit C, across 126th Street.
This is possible 502, then Columbia Boulevard, Lakewood Boulevard, McDonald. No test down, and a Burgundy Ford Explorer in the driveway, 652.
Back in 017.
15820.
Engine 115, squad 30, abdominal pain, BLS 10802, college plates, crossing Skidwick Road.
Ow. Excuse me. Right now we're going to McDonald's.
Liquid 133, Tom 197 on Los Angeles.
That's where we're going, McDonald's. Oh, sounded like the sheriffs just got to the McDonald's before we did.
Liquid 133, David, handle 133, Tom 1, assist 415 on 11M. 17111 Clark Avenue, number 229, in. Female black, wearing black clothing, yelling, screaming that her boyfriend kicked her out, text 53.
No, we're not going to McDonald's for food, silly. I don't eat food in my car. And I definitely don't eat food while I'm working. Didn't you hear me say the sheriffs got there before we did? Which means there's a drunk person passed out in their car in the drive-thru. Tonight is the stream drunks. The drunken stream. For that, we need to go to Hollywood Boulevard. But we're not near Hollywood Boulevard right now.
Center cleared at 61 Talbot, going to 97 in the area. Red 926, possible 926.
Metro 813, we're in the hospital.
That doesn't sound like a good thing to do. I see the arches. I see the arches. I do not see any red and blue lights yet. Oh, I do now. Where are you at?
Engine 21, Psych Rescue BLS, Hawthorne Boulevard at 154th Street.
It does not appear they were in the drive-thru per se. Oh yeah, they were. Oh, they're sleeping. Are they still sleeping? Oh, I think they're still sleeping. Cause see what they did right there? See how they put their car in front? And now they're gonna go wake them up. Oh no, he's woke up now. Yeah, so he passed out in the drive-thru. And see what CHP did. So when he woke up, couldn't. Or sorry, sheriffs. See what sheriffs did. So when he woke up, he couldn't go. You know, he could have just got off work. Be really tired. Looks like they're gonna let him go. Doesn't look like he did anything wrong. That's crazy. Good for him.
Lakewood Units Station 133, Toma, advising code 4, launch of Lakewood. No 502, code 4.
Nope, no 502 code 4. Dude just tired.
Metro from engine 6, can you retry the...
Maybe that's why he was grabbing some food.
Engine Patrol 97, Squad 32, multi-rating, 1536 Hilltop Drive, process Circle Del.
Cargo 165, handle 160, Tom, assist.
Engine Squad 20 unconscious, 13608 Greenstone Avenue, Crescent Hill Street.
Oh, I like, no, I don't like that. Oh, I do like that. I might have to go that way. Let's see. What party is running in lanes? Let's go this way.
197 East Alamo Boulevard. And the line from its stage friendly assaulted by unknown male black adult. CT 390 and is extremely aggressive. Check 17.
Yeah, that's extension, 60 minute patient contact.
I haven't really took a look at the chat tonight. Are you guys behaving? From what I've seen, it doesn't really appear that way.
Do we have any information? Take a look at your David 1097 for the 415.
Engine 42, rescue 12, diabetic, emergency 7447, cigarette.
After you station 61, someone advising code 4 million.
Miami 07, East Hobart Street, cross of Holbrook. Can you show me checking out a vehicle? 700 no off on the one side of that building. For Mary Ocean and Frame 003.
Officer 20 on the vehicle.
That's your rental 6, cancel rescue 35 in Wild.
Rescue 35, you cancel
Is my dad or sister here?
Guess what? Operators are not the vehicle.
Hello, Dad, are you here? If you are, say something. Sister, are you here? If you are, say something.
He made to the building.
Come on. I hope not. I hope they're not here tonight. Tonight doesn't seem like a good crowd. What time is it anyway? So it'd be 4:30 and 5:30. No, no sister. No dad. Okay, cool. So there's people that I recognize saying they're not here. Okay, so you guys ready?
Engine 24, engine 93.
What's better than 69? 88. You get 8 twice. And now you know why I asked if my dad or sister were on here, because that's a joke that they would laugh at, but would be in trouble for laughing at. And what's really funny about 88 is my sister taught me I don't know why it went from that to this. This is a bad transition. My sister back in the day taught me a rhyme for 88. 8 times 8 fell on the floor, picked it up, made 64. So I knew 88 before somebody told me that joke. And so it was always like, do you know 88? I'm like, yeah, 8 times 8 fell on the floor, picked it up, made 64. So I went from a kid's rhyme to an adult joke. That number has a lot of meaning in my childhood. Oh, I'm also not going to that anymore, so we're gonna call it 98. Hey, there's Los Angeles. You can't really see it, but I can. It's far away. Hola. Hola. Come on, stories. Come on, stories. Come on, stories. Come on, stories. No, my battery percentage did not go up, and it won't go up as long as I'm live. Even if I plug it in, it's not going to go up. Going live takes more out of my phone than charging puts in. So I'm guessing, I haven't got a notification yet. When it drops down to 20%, it'll notify me. And then I know I have a little bit of time left. When it drops down to 10%, I'll just say goodbye. But it's charging right now, and I have my heater on, so I need to be careful, because when I use the defroster as my heater, it'll heat up my phone, and then my phone will just shut off, and then it doesn't want to behave after that. So, to be honest with you, I'm very happy with how today's stream went. It started off with content. It didn't start with a story. It did not start with a story, but it started off with content. And you guys watched something we normally don't get to see from beginning to end, unless you're involved in it. So I'm happy with today's stream. So there. So I can say goodbye now and be happy with it. But I'm not satisfied yet, so I'll stick it out. I'll see if I can gets us another one. See if we can get us let's see here. The top 3. Ooh, I see a fire. It's a warming fire. There's probably some homeless over there. I see, I was gonna say, I see a fire, a shooting, or a hydrant in our future. And as I was saying that, I saw this. It's a warming fire. Yeah.
Rescue 11, cancel, discontinue.
Yeah, it's a warming fire. Those dudes are just trying to stay warm. You're sick of working. Welcome to the club. You got a shooting earlier? LAX, right on. Did you ever answer my question about the fatal? You might have, but I didn't see it. Did LOUDLABS cover 1144 on the freeway? One. A little more specific than that. There's lots of freeways, and I have no idea. Let me see. Let me see what we've done tonight. What freeways? Studio City passing, pursuit passing shot. Winnetka double stabbing. Howard Hughes center stabbing. A triple shooting. And that's what we have tonight. Newhall. No, Juan, we didn't. I do want to look at this though real quick. What's up? 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 How you doing? Damn, check you guys out. Oh, dude, why did you do that? Ugh. Oh, man, I wish they wouldn't have did that. I really wish they wouldn't have did that. Somebody on my team fed a story at 11:20 p.m. That's a no-no. You don't feed a story at 11:20 p.m. I don't care what the story is. You just don't do that. And I'll tell you why. So at 11:20 p.m., all those people go off air. Well, channel 11's already done. But everybody else has air until 11:30, 11:35. And if you send them a story at 11:20, it's not going to make air, and all you're doing is bothering them. They want to go home. So, and then they're going to mark it down that LOUDLABS sent in a story, we passed on it. So when the guys come in at 12:15, they'll look down and be like, oh, that's an old story we already said no to, as opposed to sending it out at 12:15, and then the guys that come in and go, oh, that's a new story, I need to go to work, and start doing their job. So, bad job, guys. If you're watching, I taught you better than that. Wow, that's another thing, man. I hate that. Wow. Some people have a slow process. This thing happened at 9 and they didn't send it out till 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's unacceptable. If this happened at 9, they should have had it fed by 10. They would have got hits at the 11. Depending on how big this triple shooting is. All right, it's a good shooting. It says 3 people were transported with 1 victim, a female adult in critical condition. A witness said that the 2 of the victims were children, 1 boy and 1 girl. I haven't looked at their footage, and I don't know if competition already got this story or not, to be honest. I was sleeping when this thing went down. Come on. Come on, fingers crossed. Be some numbers we want to work with. Be some numbers we want to work with.
Truck and squad 20.
I can work with that.
6-4, Battalion 9, Battalion 21. Drop this person strapped, 20th District, southbound 605 north of Rosecrans Avenue. CHP.
Overturned vehicle, parties got out of vehicle and ran to right shoulder, unknown video, party trapped. All right, so looks like it's going to be a non-injury crash with an overturned vehicle. We'll still head there because, well, why not, right? Let's hear some size ups. Alright, we gotta listen up for some size ups. Are you south or north? You're south. Oh, that doesn't make sense at all. That doesn't make sense at all. But all right, I got you. I'm with you guys. Red 5 en route TC. That's me. I'm Red 5. We got about a 3-minute ETA. we're probably all going to get there at the same time. And when I say all, I mean fire department, CHP. CHP's,
Patrol 73, John pushing ALS.
as we have noticed, is all up in the area tonight, so they might already be there. Let's see, does it say? En route, assigned, so it doesn't look like they're there yet. Here's my. It was reported 605 at Rosecrans, and it was also reported 105 at Rosecrans, which doesn't exist unless it said 105 West at Rosecrans off-ramp, which doesn't exist because there is a 105 East, kind of, at Rosecrans off-ramp. Either way, we got about a minute ETA now. And because of the second location they gave, I need to pay close attention to make sure we don't literally run into it. Alright, so the second location they gave is the 105, but this is 105 East, not 105 West. But people that are involved in accidents and people that aren't from the area, they don't know what locations they're given. So it doesn't appear. I don't see any brake lights, I don't see anybody slowing. Depending on where the accident is, we might have to get off the freeway, get back on, or we can kind of park in front of it if it's behind us, or try to get in front of it. Alright, so the accident is not on the transition road. That I'm aware of. No, and is it going to be behind us? Yep, it's going to be behind us because the freeway appears that it has slowed down or stopped. Yeah, it's behind us. Damn. And I cannot go backwards on the freeway. But yeah, the freeway stopped, so it's ways behind us. It's going to be... It's not really Rosecrans, it's actually the 605 at the 105. The good news is it's non-injury for the most part. So I don't think we're going to be getting to it. It's not worth it. At what? There's a new accident coming out. 405 at what? Burbank. Too far for me. Too far for me.
I'll wait till our next unit gets there. Leave them out front. You come back here. LA Battalion 21.
Go ahead.
Ellie, Battalion 20, if this is in Rosecrans in the 605, 21 can handle. You can cancel 9.
29 cancel for Battalion 21.
Uh-oh, structure fire. Go get it, Victor. Go get it, Victor. Go. David 17 en route, structure fire. David 17 en route, structure fire.
21, Battalion 1 and Battalion 11, Engine 9 to the now reported structure fire.
Do we have a firm location on this rollover?
Only what was reported.
There it is.
Copy, thank you.
And he answered for me too.
First 9, your copy.
Not a fan of lights. Not at all.
LA truck 20, cars abandoned, no patient.
Cars abandoned, no patient. Hit and run. Or not necessarily. That car rolled over and it was in the slow lane. You don't want to stay in your car. And I know you don't want to cross the freeway, but if you can cross the freeway, which they did, they're safe. They're alive. They might have ran off the freeway and called 911. CHP will get a hold of them, or they straight ran. They could have easily just ran. But you always want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt these days. Even though these days that's most likely what people are doing. And I'm not talking about the benefit of the doubters. I'm talking about the actual victim suspects persons. There's some construction going on. Damn, those guys were in the freeway. Straight in the freeway. Spot to have a person down. Alright, come on. Come on. Be some numbers I can work with.
Squad 39, 27, 93, Southwest person trap 39's area.
Nope.
Each Avenue, Omar Avenue.
Not doing it. Not doing it. It's just there. Stupid. Stupid. Uh-oh. That's not good at all. Damn. Ugh. Vehicle going southbound and northbound lanes. We got a wrong way driver, the northbound, or 110 at Expo. I'm 3 freeways away.
Nothing showing.
Boo, nothing showing. Yeah, I'm live.
97, 98.
Copy, heads up. Long way driver. Wrong way driver. 110 Expo.
Not working. You have the PR to open the front gate.
Engine 38, Roger, stand by. Yield means don't stop. Yield means don't stop. Come on, man. Dude, what are you doing?
One patient, stress 2 engines, field handle.
I don't understand you.
Correct. Can I get back to track as well?
Backup window, engine 21, engine
6111 Peter, 22030 East Layton Street, across the Terra Alpha.
05860, cancel.
Yes, life force and rest 59 now, place 86, tip for restoration 134 Canberra.
Oh, that lady's drunk and she's going to Taco Bell. She just wants some food. That's what happened there.
Rescue 38, advise that you make entrance.
And no, that's not what I did. She saw lights behind her. That's all she saw. She doesn't know who or what I am or am not. But she was just trying to get her butt into Del Taco. Let's just wait for a Del Taco drunk drive-through her.
4511 Elrovia Avenue, Crescent Emory Street.
10-7 for some coffee and donuts. No, Juan, not yet. Coffee and donuts are right there. The story of the night hasn't happened yet, has it? The story of the night. The story of the night.
Happy New York, Henry. King Tom, 1.
No real story so far yet, no. No, I didn't stop at a police station. Mike? This isn't a police station. Oh, because there's a donut shop here. Oh, I get it. Oh, I forgot. We're full of jokes tonight. I get it. I get it. This isn't a police station, dude. Ooh. You need to figure yourself out. Uh-oh.
Council 53, your New York plate returns to Avenue Monster Warrant. It expired 9/8/18 to a 2000 Ford Explorer.
I didn't start the jokes. I was just telling you guys a story. That's what I am. I'm a storyteller. Is there a Starbucks near? I'm in America. Of course there's a Starbucks near. What data connection are you using? Man, you're using big words. Do you mean like what Wi-Fi am I using? This?
You need 9.
All right, so fire, water, shooting. Those are one of the three stories that we're going to be getting right now. Gabriel, that would be a great story, and that won't happen though for another few weeks or a couple weeks or whenever. I used to see him every Christmas Eve leaving my grandma's. I used to see him all the time. It's hard to decipher him from the planes, but you could figure it out. Yes, Mendez, I did. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Can you imagine how that CHP officer feels? I can't imagine how he feels. I don't know if I can go back to work. Okay, so come on. It's just waiting, and we're waiting, just waiting. Yeah, Jessica, that is unfortunate. What's up, Jesus? Or Jesus? Nobody messes with the Jesus. You pick a crazy knicker man running around with the top that are doing cartwheels in the middle of the freeway. That'd be cool to see. Well, Kim, that doesn't sound like a possibility. I've been doing this a long time. I don't think that's gonna happen. You got cut, but I'm not gonna cry. Not just all of the must be devastated. Yeah. I picture all of that not cool. I picture all that not cool. That family must be devastated, but what? Nothing changed. The deputy's dead. Nothing changed for his family. The deputy's dead. What did change was the CHP, because he's alive. His life is now changed because it's, he's alive, and he has to deal with that, and that has to suck. That has to suck. The family of the fallen deputy won't be mad at the CHP officer. They're gonna, they might be a little upset, but they won't blame him. They won't be mad. They're blaming the shooter, the one who shot the other people. That deputy went in there to go save them. That CHP officer went to go save people, and unfortunate things happen. But the family of the deputy won't be holding the CHP officer responsible. That's not how that works. The CHP officer would have never been there if it wasn't for the suspect. That's how that works. Ooh. Motorcycle crash in Torrance. I'm sitting in a car. You don't have to ask the people. You can just ask me. I'm sitting in the car. Oh, I'm sure he's still working, but I don't know if I'd want to work or if I don't know what I'd do. I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one. Must be 3 o'clock.
Code the what?
Station 41.
That sounds like a good one. David 17, Red 5.
Squad 14, chest pain. 1024 West 106th Street, Unit Bravo.
If you're still in downtown, check out 18th and Grand.
12602 early. I'll be delightful. I'll be in route.
Getting a little cold. What is the weather tonight? What are we at? What's we at, guys? What do you have to say to yourselves? 55 degrees at 3:03 a.m. Tell me what to do. Car's trying to tell me what to do. It might have a point though. Love the sweater. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much.
3 calls that are one of those were the same as CT. One of the ambulance CPI.
$39 in Texas. Well, Texas is big. I doubt all of Texas is 39. Scott, how long are you usually on once you leave us?
Just be advised, 500 block North Taylor.
I don't know, anywhere from, I mean, if I get a story, a lot longer. If I don't get a story, minus 20 where you are, I want to go there.
I'll be checking.
Actually, minus 20 doesn't sound fun, to be honest with you. I lied, I don't want to go there. Who knows how long I'm on for? Enough time for me to drive home, or sometimes enough time for me to go get another story?
Medical rescue.
I don't know, man.
Venus Drive at Seattle Orchestra.
Wyoming. That sounds far. I think I'm going to take a train to Cedar Rapids and then fly home. I think that might be happening in 2019. That might be happening in 2019.
All southbound Hawthorne blocked at 186. Copy that. Nothing on northbound now.
Fatal. I think it's a fatal.
2 injury BLS, Gary Avenue, Orange Grove
That's so
Avenue.
far.
So we have notified summary dominant units on scene to
For fun or business? What are we talking about, Carolyn?
traffic closure right now.
Carolyn, what are you talking about? For fun or business? Like right now, what I'm doing? Both.
Sam 85, show me Hawthorne 186 for traffic control. Quad 26, difficulty breathing.
Oh, my train ride. Both. I have a LOUDLABS Cedar Rapids, so I'm gonna go visit them, but also go snowboarding while I'm there, streaming while I'm there. So both. What's 186? That's a street. Hawthorne 186. I think there's a fatal motorcycle accident.
36 Riverton, across the Village Loop.
So I'm trying to figure out who's closer, me or Victor. Victor's at 18th Street, and this is 186th Street. So do the math, and that's how many blocks he is away. North and south, east and west, and then I'm all the way not near Torrance. Give me a second. Yes, go Rams. Tomorrow or today should be a great game. In about 15 hours from now. Ooh, I like that idea. Oh, that doesn't work for me. Oh, I got all excited for some reason.
Red 5 from neighbor 17.
Go.
So do I go to Hawthorne instead?
Yeah, that sounds more interesting. It's going to be the city of Torrance. I'm hanging off the 605 right now, so I'm guessing you're closer. Ooh, it's sad as the cop look like. Does that raise a production question for his return? I agree. Those maps are awesome. You guys are having a conversation with yourselves. All right, I'll let you continue on. Why is it so quiet in here? Hello, 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 hello. Honestly, I don't want to talk about anything. I'd rather you guys talk amongst yourselves and I just do what I would do if you weren't here, which is look at stuff on my computer to try to find me a story and listen to scanners. LAX, how long has it been going on and what's the location?
Engine 29 affirmative, grounds fire. Try and give us that run, Captain. 2090, cancel engine wide open. 81, clear the trail and interrupt to the TC. 481.
Marcus, I'll tell you where it's not. It's not Elisa Viejo. that's I am not in Elisa Viejo. Was that a car running over something or was that gunshots? That was an interesting sound. Marcus, no, I'm good. I have 3 energy drinks in here. Tonight I've already had a Red Bull, which took me a long time to drink, and I've had a 5-hour energy shot. So I'm good. I'm good on energy drinks. Thank you though. Thank you. Yes, Cody, there is a vehicle that's rolled over at 405 in Burbank. And if you'd like, I'll tell you all about it. It's a solo vehicle, TC. It's a silver sedan overturned, blocking the on-ramp. And the tow truck is en route.
You got it.
Easy killer. Although, where am I anyways? I'm Santa Fe Springs, so anybody in the Santa Fe Springs, Whittier area, I'm not going to stay here much longer, but if somebody says they're in the area, I'll do a shirt drop. I got some shirts. Tell me what size you are, and I'll leave them right there in front of me on that electrical box.
Affirmative.
Tempo, anything else to attach all fire and paramedic personnel to the call as well when you ever get a chance?
4.
Was that competition that drove by, saw Black Vic? I have no idea. I don't think so. I don't think so. You're on the 605 LAX? Huh, that's funny. All right, what size are you, LAX? I always forget. What size are you? They're all nicely folded.
Plane identify.
Vehicle fire at 92nd Street. Who covers the Long Beach area for me? Sometimes me. You're a double X. Well, I happen to have some double X's. So, get a gray LOUDLABS shirt. We got a white 90.
43, squad 118, seizure, 1445 south.
Nope, I think those are our two doubles.
Crossing the zone.
Yep, those are our two doubles. All right, so.
144.
44, go.
What street am I on? I am on Telegraph facing west.
Person sleeping only.
Copy. From the Camplin Avenue. 41, I'm morning,
Fanny, and Alameda, Fanny, Alameda.
David 17 en route to a vehicle fire first, about 5 minutes away.
LA 188, cancel squad. 184, cancel.
LAX, did you get off the freeway? Is that you?
LA 90 is in travel southbound 55 to Rose Hills. We do have a TC northbound.
Who dat?
Boulevard at Florence Avenue.
Who dat?
90 copy northbound.
Who dat? Who dat? All right, just making sure. That guy was creeping, and I didn't like the way he was creeping. All right, so those shirts right there are on Telegraph. On that, you're driving a Jeep. All right. Well, I'm not going to stay here and hang out and say hi, because what I've learned, anytime I have a conversation with a stringer for the first time, it's always about a 30 to 40 minute conversation. So I don't have 30 to 40 minutes to talk to you right now. No offense. So on Florence, just south of, or sorry, it's on, dude, I need to learn where I am. It's on Telegraph, facing west, north side of the street, just west of Oranday Road.
It's Flight 48, West 7, 6 person ALS,
Where are you? Did you come by yet?
8400 West Sunset Boulevard.
Let me know when you exit.
207 across Kings Road at the Best Western.
Have you exited yet? Is that you? Where you at? What's your 20?
Squad 164 cancel, patient
Squad
left.
10 Medical Rescue, 1709 East 213th Street, across of Hill Point Avenue.
Scott, can you have a shirt sent to Wyoming? Probably at one point, maybe, sure.
Possible.
Can you just note the call at 188?
Well, thank you. I like your hat.
Hawthorne.
What's your 20, you rubber ducky? I've already said it multiple times.
There's a camera that faces the center pillar.
I might wait for him so I can, because he's going to exit the freeway right there. I might wave and say hi to him. Because LAX is somebody that eventually we're going to link up and talk. So,
Engine Squad 164 cancel, patient left.
but I don't want to meet him right now because, like I said, anytime I talk to a new stringer for the first time, it's a 30, 40-minute conversation. But I will wave hi. I'll be polite and wave hi. What's your ETA? What's your ETA to, and then that way it'll also give him he'll know exactly where the shirts are. They're directly in front of me. So when he exits Telegraph, yeah, exit Telegraph. You exiting Telegraph now? 605 North, exit Telegraph.
1048.
I am at a donut shop. I am at a donut shop. Well, near a donut shop. You'll pay shipping. We have a talk to LAX. Come on, Scott, have a talk to LAX. No. I'm not gonna have a long conversation with LAX right now. If I do, I'd have to stop the stream. And I don't want to stop my stream yet. My phone had like 26% on it. No thanks what? No thanks? I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know what you're talking to. I don't know what you're talking about. LAX making his stream debut. LAX, what's your ETA, yo? What's your estimated time of arrival? 97 on what? 97 on what?
Explosive vehicle fire.
Ah, copy. All right. I thought you were a little too fast to be Torrance, but I know what vehicle fire you're talking about. Uh-oh. I see him. Peace out. Yep. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and talk all night. I was going to say I'll stop and shake his hand and all that, but we said hi. Hi. But, LAX, dude, right on, man. It was nice meeting you, kinda. Now, if LAX and I go to the same story, then yeah, we'll probably sit there and chat a bit. But like I said, man, I know if we get out of the car, we're gonna be talking for 40 minutes, and that's just not how it works for me right now. But dude, that worked out great. That worked out great for him. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and all I did was see him say hi to me, and I like LAX so far. But I believe LAX was driving by himself, which means he's watching a stream while he's driving and talking to us while he's driving. And I hope I'll find out tomorrow or later today, which is tomorrow, I guess, if he got any hits on his road rage. That'd be cool if he did. And you're welcome, LAX. You're very welcome.
Engine 91, Rescue 91, Interstate 3300 Civic Center Drive, GP detail, map page 122.
I have LAX's email, so he and I can communicate anytime with each other. The right thing to do is not do it on a live chat, because there's a lot of things we're going to talk about that, well, is nunya. I do want to know one thing though, LAX. Did you, and I might have asked you this already before, and you might have answered it, I just don't remember or recall. Did you start stringing prior to Shot in the Dark or after Shot in the Dark? A lot of people kind of knew about the job, saw Shot in the Dark, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go do that. Some people didn't know about it at all, saw it and said, oh, I'm gonna go do that. I was just curious on where you're at in that conversation. My lucky's out of the car right now, grabbing his shirts. Or grabbing himself a coffee and a donut. Juan, absolutely not. Nope, not at all. He might have been mentioned, or his car might have driven by once, but he was not in it. His voice was never on it. His image was never on it. Yes, you did with your uncle in the 90s. Damn! Damn! Don't understand what you meant by that. Well, keep up. Because I probably don't remember what I meant either. Yeah, it was. And you look young, LAX. You look like you're in your late 20s. Or mid-20s, sorry. My bad. So that means you're just a little kid with your uncle in the 90s. Who was your uncle, by the way? Who was your uncle? Because I know most old school stringers. It was a very, very small party until I invited everybody to the party. Your uncle wasn't focal point, was it? Your uncle's not Glenn, is it? Juan Meza, yes, yes. That is the answer. $33 on the 20th. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Don't go. Thank you. Thank you for not going. Tony Freelance. I don't know Tony Freelance. I don't know Tony Freelance from the 90s. Because there's basically in the 90s 2 stringers. 3 if you counted Brad Mack. But there was Glenn and there was Brent. That's kind of who there was in the 90s in Orange County.
And then were you able to make access? Copy.
Charm 663. I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I don't know, Jesus. I don't know. No time soon. Maybe next year. What cities is LOUDLABS streaming in? We're only streaming in one. Well, I take that back. New York streams sometimes. Cedar Rapids is wanting to, but it's gonna be a little boring. Yes, what? What are you yesing? Yes, it was Tony Vera. Are you answering Juan Meza? Or are you answering me that it was Glenn? But you said it was Tony. What you talking about, Willis? Next year's in a couple weeks. I know it is. Huh. It's weird how some people catch on to things. Nah, Nikki. Nah, Nikki. Oh, your birthday. Your birthday is coming. Your birthday is coming. My birthday coming too. My birthday coming too. They say it's your birthday. It's almost my birthday too. But now that I have kids, birthdays and Christmas don't mean anything. It means nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. Don't do Cedar Rapids? Alright. I'll bite. Why not? Why not do Cedar Rapids? Why not? You must not know me very well. Because now I have to do Cedar Rapids. Don't you know how that works? Whoa! Hey! Son of a California! Thanks, dude! That's our first dollars of the day, I believe! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Alright, Brick, let me explain to you.
Correct.
something. When you turn on your TV and you turn on the news, is it a blank screen? Or are there pictures and audio coming through with people talking about things? Now, it might not be the same news that's considered news here, but where you are, there is news. It could have been a cow that got hit by a car. It could be a horse stuck. It could be your high school football team won a championship. News is news. Doesn't always have to. Corn growing. Yep. Could have a fungus. You never know. It's you, or wherever you are and you turn the TV on and you put on the news, they're talking about something. They're talking about something. But what do I know? What do I know? I got pee.
182, squad 183, assault ALS. I'm for 1 4th Street, White Avenue, Indian Route. William 81 Torrance, if you need to get a hold of me, I'll either be in the jail or my cell phone.
For William 81.
36 Torrance, show 97
Could be a tornado warning in your area. That's news. I don't think you're gonna get hurricane warnings, but news is news, man. What's a BLS? Basic life support. ALS, advanced life support. What up, Detroit? That's national news. Ruthless. That's actually national news, depending on what visuals you get, where it's at, who it is, how long they've been down there. I know they are. I know they are. Cynthia, yo. Cow tipping's only news if it lands on you. Loud and clear. If anyone finds a scanner on the freeway, hopefully she is still alive. What you talking about, Juan? Oh, you lost your scanner on the freeway. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Oh, that sucks. Well, lesson learned. A lot of people ask me if I take anything with me to listen to the stories while I'm out of the car. No, because I can see it. And I always overhear whatever the fire department or police are saying on their scanners. When they're talking on their scanners, my ears perk up. I have a rule when it comes to if you have a work car and all your stuff is mounted in your car, I'll give you a mobile radio, which means it's going to go in your car and it's not going to leave your car. If you're just using your regular old car, I'll give you a handheld radio so you can talk back to us. My rule with my guys is leave your handheld in the car. You can't lose it if it's in the car. If you take it out of the car and we talk on it, now other people are listening to it. If you take it out and lose it, then you lose it. So it's just easier not to take it out. I understand you take your scanner out so you can hear what's going on at other calls, or you can hear what's going on at that call. But if you would have left it in the car, you'd still own it. Somewhere on the 210. Well, it's in pieces now. It's in pieces.
868 Bexell Street, Park Rose Avenue.
Lost it on the ANRAP. Oh, that's a bum deal. Did you go back and look for it? I'm guessing you did. Do you always stage close to the freeway? I'd assume anything else would be silly. Got any favorite spots? Yeah, I think it's Tegan. Yes, I always stage near freeway. I have multiple spots. It depends on what area I'm covering. And when it used to be just me covering all the area, I have so many spots, and I'd sit in one of those spots, and then I'd go to the call, and if the call was nothing, I would just go to the spot that's closest to where that call was. Damn, can we do anything, bro? Have a good personality. Also doing tips outside scanner radio traffic. Chris, thank you. Also, what else do you use to get tips on calls outside of scanner radio traffic? Apps, CHP, Pulse Point, things like that. People, Twitter. I don't use People or Twitter, but People, Twitter. There's some Twitter feeds that all they do is listen to scanners and put it out on their Twitter. So if they like you and they don't block you, you can use them. Just buy a new one. Yeah, Juan, just buy a new one. It's that simple, huh, Juan? The good news, though, for Juan, the area that he covers, he doesn't have to listen to a lot. He just basically has to listen to LA County Fire and LA County Sheriffs, and only like one or two of the sheriffs. The farther south he comes, the more he has to listen. Hi, Janet. Andrew, I'm guessing he did. I'm guessing he went and looked for it already. Thank you, Yvonne. I will. Diego, I'm not answering that question because every time I do, something happens to my feed, so... Nope. No, Juan, it's not. Look at Glenn looking for your Glenn looking for your your scanner. Glenn trying to have a come up. Excuse me. That means it's time. Oh, so it might still be there.
No further.
That's not true, Janet. San Luis Obispo, they have things. They have things. Energy drinks, beer, and golf. I'm not going to disagree with that statement. What's my favorite drink? Well, let's go with what John says, and it's not energy. Chino Hills has things. Yeah, Chino Hills does, Frank. Chino Hills does. They just recently had a machete story. Dude's car. Victim witnessed suspect breaking into his car, confronted him. Victim thought suspect swung a bat at him. Victim was wrong. It was a machete and filleted his arm. Not only can the guy not work because he's injured, but he also can't work because his tools are gone.
190 is in hospital.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. David 17, Red 5, what's your 20?
135th and Western. What's up, the flooding on Wilshire, or?
Negative. The 110 at 51st Street. I've been doing enough of those in that area that will be struck. Yep, we do need a good story. Juju, Unfortunately, I'm guessing you guys aren't going to last with it because what Diego said.
Copy that.
At week 16877, Califair and Brantford for a probable K injury.
Overdose. What's your 18 Rosecrans Avenue, Budlong Avenue, PD around.
Max. Nope. 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 Yes, Max, this is live. Didn't you just hear me answer your question? Oh, I should probably say it first. Did I ever want to be a cop? No. But if I was, I'd probably be a really good detective. I figured things out. How about Santa Maria? Oh, I don't know. There's a bad one on 110 near Gage earlier. Yeah. I've had a couple on the 110. If your car is stalled or crashed in the middle of the freeway on the 110, north or south, anywhere between Vernon and Gage, you gonna get hit. Which companies do you get along with and which are the haters? Well, Juan, a lot of things have changed in the past few days. I get along with my team right now. Scott, you were talking about snowboarding soon. Will the baby be going with you and will it be the baby's first snow? Won't be the baby's first snow. Baby's not going with me. Mom and baby are going to stay home. I'm going to take the kids out of school and probably head up there either this week or next week. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to go play in that snow. I am, for sure. What's my favorite energy drink? Right now, it's the Rockstar Bangs. Whipped orange and strawberry are pretty cool. What's my favorite fast food restaurant? I don't know anymore. I don't know. They all do their job correctly. Of course your team. They never talk back. Always respectful. Oh, you mean when you meet them at the scene? Yeah. But the last guy that you met's not with us anymore, if I'm not mistaken. And no, you don't need to say his name on here. But I think the last person you spoke with, he told me that you guys talked. He's not with me any longer. And because of that, I've lost 2 friends. It is what it is, man. People change. Scott, oh, so how did you get the scanners? I bought them. What happened with the drama? Don't worry about it. Is McRib better than a Whopper? I don't think so. The problem with Whoppers is, man, they put too much sauce on that thing. It's just you're getting you're getting a soggy wet burger. Yeah, Juan. You gotta understand that. How do I explain this? I don't really want to explain it right now. Don't be sorry at all. It's actually a blessing in disguise. True. Very true, Juan. Very true. In-N-Out or Five Guys? In-N-Out. I've never had Five Guys in my mouth. Oh. But no, I've never tried Five Guys hamburger yet.
Traffic, intersection of Falls Lake Harbor Freeway.
I don't know. Actually, Frazzled, I don't know if he did or not. My guess is Victor didn't pass out any of the thousands of stickers I gave him. That's my guess. Victor reminds me of you. Oh, 20% left.
Rescue 11, difficult respiration.
20% left. Victor reminds me of you, a Scott Jr. Yeah, I've been told that a few times by friends and family.
183 Wilshire Boulevard.
Janet, that is kind of a problem. I'm a little too forward, too blunt, a little too open. Beer? Come on now. Always beer. Isn't a lager a beer though? Just a really thick and yucky one. You can buy the scanners and listen to Fire MPD. Yes, you can, Max. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But you know where your boundaries are. The older I get, yes, I do. Yes, I do, Janet. The older I get, yes, I do. Corona, extra lime, extra salt. That's how Scotty gets fat. I have to be careful when it comes to Coronas. That extra salt really does blow this face up.
Outside, 18.
In this day and age, I don't know if that's the right place for this. Be careful. That's funny, Tegan. Growing up, my favorite beer was a Heineken. It kind of still is, but it's more like I can have 6 Heinekens and I'll be just as well off as having 12 Coronas, I guess. When I drink Heinekens, I drink less. When I drink Coronas, I drink more. Coronas are way more refreshing than a Heineken. But when you're at a bar, there's nothing like holding that green, or not even a bar, I guess a party, because they don't give you the bottles. But anyways, I like holding that green bottle. But the taste of a Corona, is nothing like a Corona with extra lime, extra salt. Legacy, we've talked about this before. My dad is half Mexican, half Spanish. My mom is 100% German. So I'm a quarter Mexican, quarter Spanish, half German. Diego, yes. Normandy, Rosecrans, and I think how do you help someone who has a drinking problem? How do you help someone who has a drinking problem? Janet, you're asking the wrong person, man. Because I've only known 2 people that have had a drinking problem. One of them I'm not friends with anymore, and the other one's about 13 years sober. Now, I know a lot of people who drink, and some might consider it a problem, but they could be doing worse things.
Engine 7, Battalion 1. Automatic aid from Beverly Hills, Engine 7.
On Bradford here on our auto rollover, just a further size. We have 1 DOA.
Little Sound Boulevard.
With
Utilize red 3.
time period 30 minutes. LAPD is on blinking DOT for traffic. Going north and south here on Bradford. And corners off, please.
Alright, there's a fatal in the valley.
Task Force 98, Roger.
Juan, where you at? There's a fatal on Brantford. Go get it.
Confirming you say requesting the corner.
Hold on a second.
That is from the PD request as well.
And we're back. And we're back. Not to sound insensitive, but I always thought you look a bit Hispanic. Well, you can thank my dad for that. My dad's really dark. How do you think my mom's white Jewish parents thought when my big dark dad came floating in town after meeting at the bowling alley? Scott looks like Johnny Knoxville. Nah.
William 81.
Metro, can you please have the PR open the front door, rescue 65.
He does with his hat off. I don't look Jewish, but I do with my hat off. That's funny. Oh, I look like Johnny Knoxville with my hat off. I there talking about my Jew curls. Got my Jew curls?
Lincoln Zebra 114395.
See, you're allowed to say that when you're born to a Jewish mother. You're allowed to talk about the Jews. Big dark Catholic dad, I guess how her parents like that. Yeah, big dark Catholic dad. Yeah. Born to a Jewish mother, had a Catholic dad, and went to Christian schools. You guys want to talk religion? The Joker. I've been called the Joker a lot. I recently well, I won't say recently. I'd say the first 17, 18 years of my life, I smiled more than I didn't. And it was a mischievous smile, kind of out of the side of my mouth. I was always up to no good. But I was always happy. I was a happy kid. And then I got older and realized what life's about. So then it went,
It's going to be room 314, 314 on the third floor. Just 63 person down, 10 East Washington Boulevard.
Hi guys, I gotta answer a question. I'll be back. My bad. All right, my phone has 17%. Phone has 17%. Phone has 17% left. So we can still talk. I just said that joke because you said you had 5 guys around at this day and age. Ha ha. Opened with a TC and DUI. It wasn't a bad. Rapid news. It wasn't a news story. It was more of a stream story. But yeah, man, I haven't had a story in a minute, like a real story. I'm gonna call it the curse of the stream. Hey Scott, Brantford and what? I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not covering the valley. I just overheard it. Whoever, all you have to do though, I mean, just look at your pulse points. Go back and look at your pulse points and look for the crash on Brantford. You'll find it. Yeah, Legacy. I learned the paparazzi game back like 10 years ago. Over that now. 12? But I don't count that as meeting celebrities. That doesn't count. I was at a party once with Adam from Maroon 5 and the guitarist from No Doubt and her brother. Oh yeah, and Jody. But that's a weird one. You forget because it's just my friend's baby mama. You forget. I know a lot of people in the extreme sports industry. That I do know. They're kind of mini celebrities, depending on what world you're in.
Battalion 1, LA copies you and Engine 7 on scene, 9850 Wilshire Boulevard. Smoke showing from outside the high-rise building. We'll stand by for updates.
What's my views on paparazzi, good or bad? Everybody needs to make a living. But I can go about that both ways. Paparazzi is a little intrusive at times. And people say, well, that's what they signed up for. No, it wasn't. They didn't sign up for that. They signed up to make a living using a talent that they may or may not own. Who's your all-time favorite snowboarder? Ooh, Sean Palmer. Come on now. Palmer. And then after that, Terje. And then after that, then the number one snowboarder. It's funny how people think I'm paparazzi when we're a stringer. Yeah, people always ask me, they're like, oh, you TMZ? And I was like, is there a celebrity here? Because if there's a celebrity here, yeah, I'm TMZ. But if there's not a celebrity here, I'm just a stringer. It must be nice followed by paparazzis. Probably not. I'm assuming it's not. Skateboarder. Ooh, I'd have to go with Shaun White just because he's a snowboarder. Yeah, paparazzi does hate it when you film them, which is so hilarious, right? Isn't that like ironic? That's so hilarious. That's because most of them are criminals. Well, Tony Hawk started it. So, I mean, well, he didn't start it, but he changed it. We'll say that he changed it. He didn't start it, but he changed it. Still changing it. But yeah, no, that's a good one to like. You can't go wrong with that. Is Shaun White related to Dana White? No, they're not related.
166.167 ALS 10673 Hallwood Drive.
Yeah, there not too many people did that crossover, Jessica. That was a pretty big deal where he was able to dominate both half pipes. No, there is zero other people that have done that. He was able to dominate both. Juan, I think you're confusing it with Steve-O. I don't think I've ever... the only time I've seen Johnny Knoxville was driving down Beechwood in the Hollywood Hills. Like when Jackass first started, I looked over and there was a dude driving an old Cadillac, and it was Johnny. And he was famous enough to where you go like this and you do that. You look, and he just did one of these like and drove by. So I think you're talking about Steve-O. I tackled Steve-O once on stage in Las Vegas. I was just an audience member, and it's a long story of how it happened, but there is footage of it, and that's why I did it. But yeah, no, I ran up on stage, grabbed him, jumped in the air, we both landed on the ground, and then I got taken into custody. And then I have Steve-O footage that was on the very first episode of TMZ TV, when TMZ, not their very first website episode, or not their website footage. I had footage on there too, but when they did their very first... Tom Watson? Psh, Tom Watson's one of the best golfers in the world. My footage of Steve-O, had footage of Steve-O, just came out of a premiere, pulled out a bag of weed, showed it to me. LAPD comes and says, hey, Steve-O, we just saw what you took out of your pocket. And he's like, nah, man, that was a prop, dude. I just came from a movie premiere. That was a prop. And then LAPD let him go. That footage was on TMZ's very first episode. And then I saw him coming out of jail. So I ran into Steve-O 3 times. All 3 on camera, believe it or not.
There's one more behind the truck.
Oh, John, it definitely wasn't a prop. That was his personal bag, for sure. Absolutely. It wasn't a prop. He just came from, I forgot what movie. I think it was the 50 Cent movie. Forgot what it was, what movie the premiere he just came from. But no, it wasn't a prop. That's just what he told the cops. It's a big fire in Beverly Hills at the hotel. The Wilshire thing? Is that what you're talking about, Ramon? I know there's something going on at... The problem is, we're all nowhere near Beverly Hills. But yeah, I'm hearing some stuff. I know they had smoke showing from, I think it was a 6-story building. Jessica, no they didn't. No they didn't. Oh. Right on, Raymond. Scott at loudlabs.com. Send it in. Stations will send out their units, right? Juan, no. It's yes, it's 4 a.m., but you have to remember they're on a skeleton crew right now. It's the weekend. So Channel 5 might send somebody out, but they're going to send a reporter with it. Channel 11 doesn't have a camera crew until afternoon. Channel 2 only is going to go somewhere for their live shot. Channel 4 is only going to go somewhere for their live shot. So, no, the stations won't send their own crew. Skeleton crew.
Unit suicide 12624 Ralston Avenue, unit number 2. Subject is a male, Hispanic, 19 years. Under additional culture incident 818 early 1925.
But Victor's going to be mad. Hey, David 17 Red 5. Yeah, so I'm guessing Victor's story is a fatal because he's still at it. You still filming the Netflix show? No, not right now. We're not. I don't know if I would be able to go live if we were. And if we were to film it, I'm guessing going live would have to be part of the storyline. Like, there's a whole bunch of new storylines if we're if we're coming back for season 2. There's a lot of storylines. A lot of storylines have changed. There it is right there. Let's see what they have to say.
7 Boy Lincoln Zebra 630.
Nobody wants to hear you.
4521 Willowbrook Avenue, number 51.
Fire 4314.
And that's the thing, Todd, is there's so much that I could talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it because there's just no point in talking about it, especially on live streams. But I will say this. If we get a season 2, and as soon as you turn the cameras on, I'll talk about all of it to those cameras. All of it. About everybody. But right now, there's just no reason to. It doesn't do anybody any good. Alright, let's hear this size up.
LA Battalion 1 and Engine 7 will be assigned to the Waldorf incident in Beverly Hills.
Engine 93,
9850 Wilshire Boulevard, out approximately 1 hour.
For transport.
Battalion 1 copies. You and Engine 7 will be assigned to the Waldorf incident in Beverly Hills, out approximately 1 hour.
Let's see
Rescue 872 on the radio.
He's probably already out of the car.
Rescue 872 on the radio with engine 93 on
So
scene.
you guys were talking about celebrities.
Red from IC, you're right below the fire.
This is at the Waldorf Hotel, which is a very famous hotel in Beverly Hills. If you get a celebrity standing outside looking, that's news. Even though, because the news is the fire, and it's so and so visiting from out of town, witness this. Interview that person. Bam! National news now. Yes, Victor did get in a Swedish paper. They wanted me, and I moved the interview to Victor. I do that a lot. Because sometimes they'll be like, hey, can you meet me here at this time? And I'll be like, yeah. And then that time will come, and I'll be like, no, Victor, can you do this? Interviews add cost to video. No. In Los Angeles, it's a flat rate. It adds cost to...
Station is at 457 Island.
It adds cost to the video if it's national and if it's a celebrity. Yeah. Like for some reason, let's say, who pops in my mind right now? Tim Allen. Let's say Tim Allen doesn't live in LA, or Tim Allen's house is being remodeled, or Tim's visiting from somewhere else, and Tim Allen comes out and he looks up and you interview him in his pajamas about the fire. That's national news and TMZ and Entertainment Tonight and Inside Edition.
57 Highland.
Highland.
Victor's gonna be so mad at me. I took him out of his area to go film a stupid fatal motorcycle crash when he could be filming a fire right now in Beverly Hills.
Paramedic rescue all teams. 872 discontinued.
35 Roger, show us the route, please.
Neville, we record every single English and Spanish speaking Los Angeles newscast they have. From 4 in the morning till midnight. We record all English and Spanish. And what we do is we watch it. We fast forward.
Chest 724 North Malton.
53, assist, Central Fire, 9850, Wilshire, 9850, Wilshire, your car's coming later.
That was dumb.
Squad 183, HP now for a traffic collision. And left, westbound 60, east of the 71.
Frank, you. They don't need our permission.
Respirations 1128.
It's my job to find it. Oh, dude, come on. That's what I thought. Oh, dude. All right, we're done. All right, guys. It was nice to see you because this is what happens with my phone. It's acting up, so I'm going to say goodbye now. And I'll answer that question real quick. Where to go? Frank, we don't. They don't need our permission to air it. That's why I record everything. They don't have to tell us they're airing it. They just have to air it, and then I have to find them, and then I have to send them an invoice. So nope, doesn't want. Just wants me to be in Australia right now. All right, so see you guys. Talk to you later. I have no idea when I'll be streaming again, but I guarantee you I will be. So later, losers.